Hello? Hello? It is Switch this time? Hello? Hello? Yo, what up, guys? I'm not in the void this time. That was hella weird. That's never happened to me. Hello? Hello, Slime. Hello, Resnick. Hello, Weezu. Phone guy at intro, yeah. Dude, I was like, I switched my screen earlier. I was like, guys, it was so weird. It was like stuck on loading screen for some reason. That made no sense. That made no sense to me. But hey, we're here now. It's good to see y'all. It's been a minute. It's been guys, you know the feeling where it's like, hey, it's been a minute since I've streamed or like done X, and then in your head it's like, oh yeah, that was like a few days ago, that was like a week ago. But that's how it was for me. And then I was like, oh wait, it's been like over a month since that happened. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about, because funny you say that, Resnick. Can't believe it's not even 3 weeks of the show. Funny you say that, because I was gonna plan on yapping about, before we get started on doodling, I was gonna start yapping about stuff that happened in between. You know, I went to some cool things. Want to talk about it for a little bit. But one of those things, you know, apologies, I actually completely forgot till I like opened my stream tab, and it was like, oh yeah, I see the stream room that I never streamed in that I said I was going to. That being the me getting the Hollow Ian tickets right after, and then me being like, yeah, I'm gonna draw something in celebration, and then I like changed the schedule for that for like 3 times, and then just never got to it. Oopsies. So we could talk about that. We could talk about that because that was supposed to happen. So we're gonna go in chronological order, I guess, from what happened about a month ago leading up to present day. And then present day, we'll get into like the horse girl stuff. I know you saw the intro, you saw the thumbnail. Sorry if you know what the full art of that thumbnail looks like, but yeah, then we'll talk about horse girls and then actually draw. Yep. Okay, so just a lot of yapping. So before that though, dude, I tried drawing earlier. It was feeling rough. Okay, like there are off days for drawing, and it's the equivalent of like hopping on court and shooting like 10 air balls in a row. That's what I was feeling like earlier. So hopefully warming up, we're gonna warm up while I like start yapping as well, but we'll see that. We'll see that. Oh, I should close my door. Look, we've seen cursed horse girl art from you. You don't need to apologize for this art. Thank you. Thank you. I feel validated. Bro, I couldn't even see the full art on Twitter thanks to the UK except for that VPN. Dude, is it still happening? Is it still happening? Because that sucks. And if y'all don't know what horse girl art I am talking about, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. It is still going on, dude. That sucks. That sucks. But I mean, at least you have a VPN, but still, yucky nonetheless. But yeah, okay. Let's, like I said, we're gonna yap, and then while I'm yapping, like before I yap about her horse girls, I'm gonna start just doodling while yapping in the background, and then we'll start drawing horse girls, hopefully, probably. And yeah, but maybe I should add some sort of text what I'm talking about now. I don't know how long each thing is gonna last though while I yap about it, but we're gonna put stuff on the screen anyways. Or maybe I can just pin it in chat. I don't know. How do I do this? Text. Current YAP. Hello. EN concert. Whoa, that's huge. That's a massive. Can I select it? Oh, nice. And I couldn't even verify my age on Twitter if I wanted to? What? What's happening over there, dude? Well, I think I just seen a lot of stuff in general about age verification. It's so lame. Yeah, I think that looks alright. Okay. This is what I was supposed to talk about like a month ago. But I don't even think it should be that long. Because, I mean, someone could correct me if I'm wrong. There's not even like the lineup yet for anything. And I don't remember what they did last year. Yeah, I didn't pay attention because I didn't plan to go last year. But yeah, let's start from the beginning. I feel like there's not much to talk about besides my process of actually getting the tickets. So I want to get tickets, and I am going with people that I went to the Phantom Thief concert with. Resnick being one of them. Shout out to homie Resnick. And a few other people. All right, I don't want to name them unless they don't want to be named, but I'll be going with everyone that I've met online and in person before. That's pretty sick, right? I never thought that would happen, but you know, you had to get tickets via Ticketmaster. TLDR on that is I have a Chase credit card, and you could get in early if you had a Chase credit card, but then they also made it to where if everyone, like, you know, general audience could also get in. But from I'm not mistaken, if you had a Chase credit card, then there were specific Chase seats. I didn't check which ones were specific, but I ended up getting 3 tickets to day 2 in the orchestra seating. Orchestra seating being the best seating, arguably. Let me see if I can get the seat map up. But it's like on the floor, like, you know, still seats, but you know, not in the mezzanine. At the same time, my sister also helped me out because she was like, all right, I got you because you helped me last time. Because last time on Ticketmaster, I helped her get Taylor Swift tickets to her Eras tour. I believe that's what it's called. A really big one. And yeah, she helped me out, but we got tickets at the same time, right? Because it's RNG whether or not you get in or not. Yo, what up, Kurt? Orchestra seating is cool, bro. I've never been. Well, I've been in like pit for like concerts, so it'd be like that, except for seating. Yeah, is what I'm assuming. But yeah, that's gonna be cool. But she got first mezzanine tickets, 3 first mezzanine tickets, and then I got 3 orchestra tickets. But can't find the seat map. But I've only planned originally to go with 2 other friends, right? So luckily, one of my online friends found 2 friends that wanted to go, so I'm chilling. But then one of my IRL friends were like, oh, I'm down to go, but then they were like, oh, I can't go. So then I still have an extra ticket, but I don't think I know anyone else that wants to go. But I'm just hoping that by the time they release, like, you know, the lineup, that people will want to know what's happening. So okay, if you ever see Musashi say something, he's an IRL, so that's why I don't call him out, because you know how the IRL homies are. Ticket for what? I'm talking about the Hollow EN concert. Oh, the Hollow fan Discord is a place where you can offload it. That's what I thought too. I should probably look into that, or else I'm just like minus $200. But I'm hoping that like someone in New York is like, I'm not going unless X guest shows up, right? And then X guest shows up, and then they're like, all right, let me buy a ticket. But I should probably do that if I really want to get rid of it. But yeah, long story short, I'm gonna be going with wait, they did? Wait, they announced the guest? Wait, when did they do that? Wait, don't tell me. Hold on. Or link me. Wait, I'm on the Hollow English tutor right now. Oh, you can tell me actually, because I can't find it. Super Toa Risu Ollie. Oh. Sick. Oh, Toa. Sick. Yeah, when did they announce that? Well, anyways. Yeah, I tried not to get my hope. Well, thanks for telling me. I tried not to get my hopes up. I was like, Slim Slant, you know, Hoshimachi Suisei comes again, but maybe not. She did it twice in a row. Well, yeah. I did not get my hopes up because I was like, I don't wanna say like, oh, I'm gonna really see Suisei potentially, and then not see her. So, well, announced it one forever back. Oh, what the hell? Don't know how I missed that. But yeah, that's all about the Hollow EN concert, I would say, because I can't really talk about anything else. I'm not gonna be there until 3 weeks out, 2.5-ish weeks, I think, because I think the flight leaves 22nd of August. Yeah, about 2.5-ish weeks. And yeah, I'm hella excited. I've been a Hollow EN fan, or Hollow fan in general, since Myth's debut back in 2020 of September, and I've watched all the concerts, and I've cried at every one. So it'll be quite a thing to see it in person, I feel. So yeah, that'll be cool. Like I said, I'll talk about more whenever I'm actually there. That's just how I got the tickets. But yeah, that was hype. That was hype as hell. And well, speaking of concerts, I can change my current YAP if it'll let me. But yeah, that's all for the Hollow EN stuff. And maybe after this one, maybe after talk about all the events I went to, I'll start doodling in the background. How to get used to multitasking though. I also went to the Otto concert. Now, I have seen Otto before, so I'm very, very fortunate and lucky that I got to see her twice. Because this is her second world tour, and I saw her both times. Except this time, I didn't have to take a road trip to go see her, because that's what I did the last time back in 2023. And I got these tickets maybe like 8 months ago, also via Ticketmaster. Seats were not bad. They were not floor seating, but then floor seating was weird. Like, I don't know if this is normal, but in the venue we were at, it was like where the pit should be, but there were seats. And then like only the front row of the pit was like standing, but then some people were still seated inside like the floor. I was like, oh, that's weird. Why isn't it just like pit? But I don't know. Either way, hearing her voice live is fantastic. For those you may not know, she is my second all-time artist. First artist being my favorite, of course, being Suisei. But hearing her live is so crazy, bro. It was so easy to everything was like so easy to get into. You know, parking wasn't bad, leaving wasn't bad. There's no gripes about that. And I got to see Otto again. So she also performed a slow song this time, because the last time she didn't perform any slow songs. This time she performed Elf, her like newer song, and I did cry. I did cry real tears. It was great. It was great. But yeah, that's about it for the concert. Those are the two concerts I went to, and Hollow EN concert coming up next, which I'll yap about, take footage. Sick, glad you enjoyed it. Hell yeah, dude, it was sick. And what else did I do? Well, there's not much to talk about here, but I'll put it on anyways. I did go to a random event with my friends because my friend randomly found it. I actually still don't know how he found it. I am envious but happy for you. Thank you. I appreciate. Yeah, like I said, I'm very grateful I got to see her live. Because she is so awesome. Okay. Current Yap now for that. Where's the Japan vlog? I should put that together, huh? I did yap about it on stream and kind of just forgot. Well, maybe I should put it together. I actually don't even know if I have enough footage for it. I should. Usually a lot of voiceover. I know a lot of pictures. Soon TM maybe. I had to go through the footage again. Let me know if you have any more footage too. But yeah, speaking of Japan, thing I went with my friends to, Japanese women's wrestling. Like, oh my, there's a specific word for it. It's like, it's the equivalent of like WWE, right? All right, what I miss? Okay, what you missed was me talking about how I got the Ian tickets, Hollow Ian tickets, and me going to the Auto concert. But there wasn't much. Nothing much. But okay, now I went to this Japanese women's wrestling thing. I didn't know what to expect, but it was awesome. I have never really consumed not just Japanese, like just wrestling content in general, especially like WWE. I only know of it as much as the next guy, but this was awesome. It was it did happen in the middle of like nowhere, and I was like, I didn't know how big it was. It was packed. There was a lot of people, but it was very fun. There was a lot of wrestlers, and here's a picture that comes to mind. This didn't happen at the event, but these two girls were there, and they seemed to be like the big, like everyone knew them. But I remember I've seen photos like these on Pinterest, and I've like saved them and done a few studies for them. But yeah, it was sick, bro. Just seeing them do their thing. I forget how long it was, but it was dope. There were like double matches as well. Just seeing them shoot the shit, get everyone getting really into it, and doing tricks. It's fucking crazy. But like I said, it was in the middle of nowhere. Afterwards, we went to go to a random Japanese spot. Some insane airtime. Yeah, it was sick. It was so sick. But we went to this random Japanese restaurant, right? Because, you know, we just wanted to go see Japanese women's wrestling. We were like, all right, let's go. But like, you know, especially in Texas, Asian spots, probably Asian spots in general, huge hit or miss. And, you know, unfortunately, this one was a miss. It was, I had like the bento, and it was sick because it was like a big ass bento that covered like a lot. Maybe like the box was like this big. It was like wooden, and it had like everything a typical bento box would. And I got the katsu curry. That was unfortunately not very good. It was very, very bland. But the wrestling was awesome, so I would go see it again. Now, what else do we have before we start drawing? You know, I don't want to just spend too much yapping. I gotta do both yap and draw a little bit. Since picking use for the bento, you have a good pick of the bento. Oh, you do. Good picture. Good picture. Thank you. Yo, what up, yogurt? Sorry you've been late. You've been playing Umas. That's fine, dude. And speaking of Umas, oh wait, actually, I need to show this picture first. Hold that, hold. This is the photo of the bento. Jesus, is huge. Oh my god, I'm hitting all the boxes except for the picture. Look how big this bento is. It's huge. Poopsie. Okay, yeah, like for real, when you look at it now, you're like, damn, that costume looks pretty bland. And it was, dude. I was so sad because, you know, that this is the first time they had like their curry on the side. You drizzle it over, bro. Let me tell you, that tasted like 10% curry, 90% water. I was so disappointed. And then the katsu wasn't crunchy enough. The presentation's phenomenal though, no? But yeah, this is unfortunate, dude, unfortunate. Whole ass meal, yeah, it was the biggest bento I've ever seen. I was so ready to just eat that shit up. But yeah, unfortunate that it just looked 100 times better than it tasted. It is what it is. It is what it is. That shit wasn't cheap either, you know. anyways, comment right here. Sorry for late. I've been playing Umas. Speaking of Umas, I haven't gonna talk about it at all. But today, you know, you saw the intro, Uma related. You saw the unfortunate thumbnail, Umas. Now, Uma Musume. You know, I'm no stranger to Uma Musume. That shit's fire. We can talk about it for a little bit. While I do that, I'm going to start sketching. But dude, Uma Musume. Oh, my battery's about to die already. That's crazy. Wait, I forgot. I was like testing stuff earlier and I forgot. Good thing I have another charge. It's fine. Let me just... Have you noticed any suspicious, dangerous looking Japanese men in suits following you recently? Nope, not yet. But pray for me. Pray for me because I am drawing more sus shit. Okay, hold up. Time to sleep now. Have a good one, guys. Yeah, I know it's late for you EU bros. I appreciate you for stopping by nonetheless, Boizu. It was good yapping for a little bit. Hope you have a good one. Good night. Good night. Now hold up. I got to is this disappear for a little bit. Let me switch out the battery before it dies on me while I start locking in. Ooh, new battery, other battery charging. Draw some degen stuff that's still TOS friendly for me. Okay, I got you. I was considering not showing something, but I might show it. Maybe near the end. But, you know, y'all know what Uma Musume is. You know, when it comes to popular gacha games, I always try it for at least like a week to see if I really like it. But man, Uma Musume is fire because not only did I, of course, play the game and still playing the game like everyone else, I also watched all that the anime had to offer. For those wondering, that would be season 1, season 2, season 3, the anniversary animation, the 4-part, I believe it's not called an OVA, it's called something else. It's a 4-part animation for episode 1 on YouTube, Road to the Top. and then the movie, which is Beginning of a New Era, and Cinderella Grey, which is the current thing. That's a season of anime that just aired. And apparently season 2 is airing soon. No? That's crazy. That's crazy. First time I got so deep into something that I just started watching everything. And, excuse me. Guys, that shit's fire. I've never watched sports anime, period. And it's just so good. It's just so good. If you've played the game, you need to watch the show in October. Dude, that's so soon. That's so crazy. By the way, Yogurt, do you read the manga? Because I'm considering, I'm not sure if I should read the manga to catch up, or maybe just read up to where the story is currently at. You've been showing the franchise since 2018. They called you crazy. I believe you. I believe you. But yeah, guys, I'm telling you, I never thought I never thought Horse Girls could make me so emotional. Okay, I just gotta say it, because some parts of the anime got me out of nowhere. I was so emotionally invested, and I did sob a good amount. Season 2 is just a masterpiece. Oh, you started a bit that was like 10 chapters, but didn't continue to do horse scans. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I only like read the first few chapters. I'm like, dude, this art's pretty fucking sick. But yeah, let's see. I like how I like opened Clip Studio Paint and I didn't open any refs. So let me open refs to look at. Like I said earlier, I was not hooping. Earlier, stuff was not feeling right. But hopefully we can get online, do some regular sketches, and then maybe draw some horse girl stuff. I do have a few work in progresses. I'm trying to remember, are they all sussy? They're not all horse girl related. Wait, let me look at the previews for... No, they're not all sussy. Oh, that one's a good one. That was... That one's a good one. Your King Halo ran out of stamina, lost by neck. Dude, you need to teach me how to run King Halo. My King Halo runs are so dog. I don't even remember what I built. I don't even remember what I built. But every time I ran her, I've like... Nah. It's been like my worst run to ever. Were you drawing Juna as a horse girl? I've drawn her twice as a horse girl. One that I can show on stream. One of those I can show on stream. Other one, maybe... Oh, yeah. Maybe that was the last time I publicly showed something on stream. Wait, what do you mean you did it twice? No, the second time was... Wait, let me... hold on. Chill. I sketched it randomly. I didn't tag anything. I just threw it up there because I think it was whenever everyone just got into Uma Musume. And then I think she vocalized that she really liked Symboli Rudolph. Which, by the way, fair. Symboli Rudolph is dope. I sketched her for warm-up one day. In like, you know, Symboli Rudolph's outfit. Yeah. So yeah, I drawn her twice as a horse girl. What can I say? We don't talk about the first time though. We don't talk about the first time. I don't think that was a horse girl, Chief. Yeah, you're right. My fault. Wait, he's right. Rudolph is my wife. Hands off, dude. I don't see Rudolph that way. Okay, I don't see. Now we're talking horse girls. Okay, hold on. Juno's a horse girl, so wholesome. True. No, that one's wholesome. That one's wholesome. Okay, wait. We can talk about this now since. Are y'all on the boat where it's like, no, don't lewd the horse girls, or like lewd the horse girls because I lewd them, or like lewd the horse girls, I don't give a fuck? I need to know. Because y'all know how the community is. I see a good split. It's like, no, don't lewd the horse girls. They're based off of real horse girls. I mean, true, fair. It is weird in that sense, if you think about it. And I didn't lewd them for a minute. I didn't think about any of them that way. But, you know, what can I say? What can I say? What? Stuff just happens. I think it's fine for the most part. I don't give a fuck. True. The fact that we clicked on the thumbnail should say enough. True. I don't give a fuck. Lewd them. 100 emoji. All right, yeah, y'all are real. I feel them a little too childlike. That's fair. That's fair. No. I think that just goes for anything anime related. That, like for example, I wouldn't. Harurara is like, you know, daughter protect material, you know. But if you saw my intro screen, that... Okay, wait, if you aren't here, let me flash the intro screen for a second. Oh god, you hear double audio. Yeah. I kind of love Keep This On Black. She's awesome. The fact that it's illegal makes it better. Devil emoji. Yeah. I mean, they're 2D horse girls. That's fair. I think that's Keep This On. A little bit. By the way, quick rant. No spoilers, by the way. No spoilers. Keep This On Black is my favorite. Well, she's the most attractive horse girl. Okay, easily she's the most attractive horse girl in my opinion. Okay, don't come for me. Her story in season 3 was great, and this could be said about every season of the anime. For the first 3 seasons, so season 1, 2, 3. The pacing is of course very fast because they only have 13 episodes to work with. Dude, for Keep This Ons, you really feel how rushed it is. Like, it easily can be twice the length, you know? And I'm so glad that, you know, Side Games picked up Uma Musume for Cinderella Grey, because I was ready for Cinderella Grey to be like a one-shot season thing too. But then, like, after I realized, I'm like, oh wait, this isn't the end of the story. I was like so hyped, right? I think especially for season 3, maybe because I'm just biased because, you know, it's Keep This On, but like for season 3, dude, she goes through the entirety of her career in 13 episodes. Like literally, like episode 1, it's like her first day at Tracing Academy, and then episode 13, it's like that's the end of her career, and it just doesn't feel right. But she's still my favorite character. And I think her outfit is sick. Her like festival outfit. Now let me find a good ref. I don't know what I'm pulling, by the way. I don't know if it's gonna be like lewd refs or whatever, but we're just gonna be sketching. And if, like I said, I was not feeling it today, if I just really don't be feeling it, I got some rough sketches that we can maybe go off of and try to build something from it. But here, I'm just here to yap, and then we'll hopefully, by the time I'm done yapping, we'll have something to work off of. You felt like that near the end of season 1, seemed to jump ahead a bit out of nowhere. Yeah, I don't really mind like the time skips. Like obviously, they're not gonna show every single race. And to their credit, I feel that season 2 was paced the best out of all of them. There's still like, you know, obviously they could have showed a lot more. Yeah, I would have been more happy, but I think they did the best they could there. I mean, I was so emotionally invested. But for Kita-san, dude, she definitely deserved more screen time. And like I said, I'm not gonna spoil. But whenever they were like, whenever they were teasing like the reason why, like, you know, she's near the end of her career, I was like, dude, this feels so wrong. It felt like only so many episodes ago she just got into tracing. They spoiled season 2 to episode 13 of season 1. Really? Wait, I don't remember. Obviously, you can't tell me for spoiler reasons. I'm trying to remember season 13. Oh, I'm sorry, season 1, episode 13. But yeah, guys, the anime is great. If you've been on the fence about watching, that shit is fantastic. And just out of curiosity, you know, I've kind of just gushed about Kita-san Black. What are y'all guys' favorite horses, if y'all have any? Attractive wise. Wait, no, yeah, let's go attractive first, because I just shared mine. Because I think there's a different category for like horses I really like for a specific reason. Kita-san I like because, like, you know, in anime girl form, if you take like her personality and like her story and whatever, I love like her design. You know, I love Kita-san. Ooh, I'm feeling a bit stiff still. Yeah, more emotionally invested in horse girl anime than any other anime you've seen as an adult. So real, so true, dude. Especially season 2. Mejiro Ryan. Is that the one I think it is? Yeah, that checks out for you. That checks out for you. Very tomboy. That checks out. I think Mejiro Ryan's cute. I think her, like, her 3-star outfit. Well, I'm not sure if this is her 3-star outfit or if that's her casual. No, I think it's her casual outfit. Her casual outfit looks very very mom. Not like mommy, very like mom. But the one with like her crop top, that's dope. Attraction wise, Daiwa Scarlet. That's fair. That's fair. I know what you are. I think Daiwa Scarlet's design is sick. The giant twin tails. Love me some giant twin tails. Dude, okay. Let's erase that. Let's start on something else. I think King Halo extremely attractive. Also serious Symboli and low-key Bakushin. King Halo is cute. Serious Symboli. Do I know who that is? Definitely heard the name. Oh, yeah. Oh, what was she in? I think they showed her in Beginning of a New Era. Where's that road at the top? She's dope. So cool. So elegant. Bakushin? Also? That's fair. She's cute. Cute big forehead. Bakushin is the Brain Rot song? Yes, that is her. Correct. Very much so her. Okay, actually, I want to draw boobies. So I think I have a pose in mind. Let me go through my Pinterest though. Dude, please tell me I have that one saved. Sometimes I like just start sketching stuff and I don't actually save it. Oh, I do. Sick. Now, if we're talking outfits, Nice Nature and Tokai Teo. Yeah. We're not talking attraction wise, we're just talking like characters that we love. Dude, Tokai Teo and Megiddo McQueen. I love them. I love them. They're the girlies, you know what I mean? Nice Nature too. I like her hair. I like her role in the anime. She's cute too. She's actually on my what is it called? Like title screen or whatever? Like my 4 Umas on my menu screen is Teo, McQueen, Mayano, Top Gun, and Nice Nature. They're pretty cool. Wait, I have sketched this before. If this doesn't go well, I'm dead ass grabbing the sketch I did before for a different character and stealing it, because I do want to draw this specific pose. Because dude, I do not feel loose enough to draw right now for whatever reason. Holy, it looks bad. Vivlos is very cute, but like 3 years away in the game. Got a cameo in season 3. Vivlos? Doesn't ring a bell. Vivlos. Let's see. Oh. Oh. Is she the sister of what's her face? I believe in... Yeah, I think she's one of the sisters. She's the sister to the girl in the white hat. I remember. She's cute. Yeah, I believe it was in Road to the Top. Yeah, she's cute. At first I thought this was it's just because of the blue. First glance I thought it was something Helios, the brain rot girl. You know what I'm talking about? She's kind of awesome too. Dude, I'm about to take the pose that I've done before. That shit not feeling right now. It is what it is, man. It happens. Let me take a gander. So I don't want to just be attempting to sketch this whole time. Let me see. YAP Uma has a cute swimsuit and JP also cute. Yeah, a lot of Umas are cute. Just the more you play the game, you're like, yeah, they are cute. Yeah, you got me. You got me. At first I was like, oh, they're just horse girls, it's whatever. And then you're like, oh, okay, I get you. Dude. Oh, I can't find it, man. I can't find the booby sketch. Damn. It was, I remember it was Fleur-de-Lis I was drawing. Fleur-de-Lis from Ruwal, like Cardathia's counterpart. But I can't seem to find it. Sometimes I just be sketching in random ass projects. If not, I'll take something else. Here's some sketches that let's just work off of these sketches, man. While I look for more lewd sketches. One of the Horse Girls owners said to make his Horse Girl swim set lewder. Nah, that's crazy. That's so crazy. Must be so weird. Okay, first off, I need to figure out... Okay, let's go back to the question of who am I looting here? I do want to draw some horse girls, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, actually, I need to... Okay, how do I explain this without y'all figuring out what I'm drawing? I want to draw Kita-san Black in a not lewd way, but then use that picture of Kita-san Black that I drew in a lewd way for a specific edit. Yeah, so maybe I'm just gonna not draw. We're gonna start not lewd. We're gonna start wholesome. I could technically show y'all the edit, but it's weird in my head to show... No, not horse cock. No. Not this time. But it's weird, like, to quote unquote leak like what I'm gonna be posting. I don't care, right? But if it's something lewd and my face is right here and you can judge me in real time, let's not do that. Unless like it's different if I'm asking for it. But if I'm just like, hey guys, look at this, and then it's like, ooh. We just won't go there. But let me I just need like a very, very basic drawing of Kita-san Black. So if I can just get her in a very not crazy sort of pose, just very straight on pose, that would be good. Maybe just like a portrait of her we can sketch. But speaking of the looter stuff, I think I've already talked about it before. There are some ideas that I want to do that's like lewd shit. I think I already told y'all before, like, what if I did y'all give me hentai to read and I read it, not on stream, but like I just read it and I'm like, maybe like a tier list for it, or just my thoughts on it, you know, because you know I read a lot. Let's just say I read a lot for reference and just because I want to. But hey, obviously I don't read enough to know everything. There's no way. Okay, because I feel like I can't draw right now, I am going to just take some 3D models out. I'd like to do this too. I never use 3D models to fully take advantage of, but it's a good starting point whenever I'm a bit lost. Do you see one that reads everything? Yeah, I know she's a reader. I read the one that she recommended me the other day, or yesterday, I think. That one's pretty solid. But yeah, I would have to have enough people that like read shit. I do have IRLs that read stuff. I don't read hentai, if you know what I mean. What do you mean by that? I love reading that shit. Shit goes crazy. Use this one I was using earlier. There are words, but I don't look at them. I see, I see. Hey man, a good plot is needed for me personally. I fuck with good plot. Oh, maybe I can do a simple hardcore hands. Key the sign could be a thing. Oh yeah, maybe actually. Hope this functionality is kind of fire, dude. It's great. Studio Paint is the GOAT. This is what I do. You're seeing real time what I do whenever I get stumped and the shit is not working. My go-to. Now I only need... I think there's a way to stop that. True, without decent story / dialogue, it just ain't the same. True. There are, that being said, there are some artists that I follow strictly for the lewd aspects of their art. They have like maybe 4 or 5 pages, but it's just there to like flex the art, and I'm like, dude, that shit's fire. Where am I going? Render settings. We should do a horse girl tier list too. We should do an attractive horse girl tier list. Readable horse girl tier list. That could be fire too. Okay. Let's see if I can get a bit loose on this stuff. Like I said, we're gonna keep this on black in a non-lewd way. But I have ulterior motives. And we're going to try to be as loose as possible. Especially when using 3D models, I like to just use everything as anchor points. Because the looser the better when it comes to just sketching and all this in general. But, you know, some days you just... Dude, I use this. I squeeze balls, you know. They help me. I also like to solve the Rubik's Cube a few times just to get, you know, loose. But sometimes it just feels impossible sometimes, man. And it just so happens to be today of all days. Not bad, not bad. Also, I think Kita-san's booba size is like medium. I feel like it changes every time I saw them in the anime. But based on like the support card arts and whatnot, I think she's like a medium. Sometimes I just misremember because of all the fan art. Medium is premium? Yeah, medium, not bad at all. Yeah, she's like on the medium to smaller side, is what it seems like. I mean, her official artwork of like just her static PNG, she looks flat as hell, which is why it confuses me. Which is good. Which is good. For me, that's awesome. But I think I just always depict her probably medium. And yeah, wait, what? I feel like I want to talk about something else. Where was what are all the pieces that I've done recently? Besides the thumbnail in this. For the game file, how does she look there? How does she look like in game? 3D in game? I actually don't know. Oh, I should pay attention next time. So I always use the card anyways. I think she is medium. She is medium there. Oh, my new OC. We can talk about her. Not that there's much to talk about. I don't know why I said it like I had something ready to yap about her. I made a new OC and I think she's pretty cool. I want to loot her too, but I'll be real. I started sketching some stuff and I was like, you know, originally I was like, I'm going to draw some dragon PP, right? And then I started drawing loot stuff, doing studies. And then I was like, I kind of want to draw Kita-san black. That's just how it be. That's just how it be. So yeah, Cersei. Yeah, I appreciate it. I think she's fire. For those you may not know, start her off real quick. Why is it so low res? I took that shit from Twitter. Here is the first drawing I did of her. And if you're wondering why I made like 2 sort of character sheets, is because I looked at the goddamn her coat rendering for this one and I was like, wow, that shit's ass. I like didn't even try. So that's why I made like the second one. Which I think is far better. It kind of shows off more personality as well. Can she breathe fire? Excellent question. Excellent question, my guy. I don't know. You know, I've thought about trying to flush out Dragon Girl lore because, you know, I have Cersei, I have Chia, and I kind of want to make like, I'll be real, I'm not really into drawing creatures, but I feel like I want to make sort of like more dragon-esque forms for her. Maybe like to the extent of a dragon hand and some scales. So who tops who? Excellent question. What do y'all think? Because I think I know the answer, but based on just how they look. Wait, let me pull up Chia. Let me pull up Chia just in case y'all don't know who Chia is. This is Chia. And this is Cersei. What kind of energy do you think they give off? If you had to guess. I need to think about this. I feel like the answer always changes whenever I think. Okay, yeah, I think I know the answer. Both they had scales in the neck. That's pretty fire. I saw some like scales on like the hips before, and I was like, I should do that. I should do that. Dragon Girl lore is the best. I've been in the shower world building in my head while I'm cleaning. That's crazy. Wait, about what? That's fire. You think Chia is the top? So she acting like she wants to be the top, but she's actually a bottom. Dude, get out of my head. Because that's exactly what I was picturing. And, you know, there's maybe going to be no consistency to this. It's just going to be how I feel. I do want to draw, you know, I did mean it on Twitter when I said the next time you're going to see Cersei, you know, new drawing of Cersei, she's going to have a PP. That being said, I think she is more of like the power bottom. So, yeah. Yeah. But, you can see both, but you lean towards Cersei. Yeah, I was for a second too. I was like, I think I could be comfortable drawing both of them topping each other. But yeah, Yogurt and I are the same person. Heard it here first. Because yeah, Cersei would be the one. I think, like I said, there'd be no consistency. So maybe both of them sometimes have Dragon PB. Maybe sometimes both of them don't. One has the other sometimes. Maybe there's a lore thing for that. I don't know. But I do want to draw Cersei with the PP next time you see her. And yeah, she is a bit more on the bratty side compared to Chia. But she is a bottom. She's a bottom at the end of the day. We're gonna X this out because excuse me. You have a lot of overlap in taste. True. Actually true. Yogurt and I. He's a real one. But yeah, because I've been reading Dojin. Well, I haven't been reading that much Dojin, but every time I look at it, like, it's gone to the point where whenever I look and read at a new Dojin, the first thing that comes to mind is like, I kind of want to study this because I really want to draw more Dojinshi. You knew he counted me to draw a pig? Hey, I appreciate it, brother. I'll be drawing more. Don't you worry. Because you were one of the ones that suggested for me to draw another Dragon Girl for Chia. And even though it's been in my head for a while, hearing someone else just talk about it, I'm like, all right, you're right. You've convinced me. So, yeah. I want to do more. I took like so long to just do that 4-page, you know, practice dojin of Chia. I should have kept it more sketchy. I promise I want to do more of that stuff. Just because I think like trying to figure out paneling and like just there's so many steps that go into it. Obviously I can't show you right now and break down all of the paneling. I would though, maybe another time whenever I can like censor everything and then talk about the paneling. But I want to do more of it just to practice more so I can do more and leave it sketchy so that I can just practice more, because I haven't done it since I did the Chia one because I dragged that one on for too long. But now, because I have 2 characters that I can actually work off of, now I'm like, okay, hold on. Now this is just the equivalent of me having like my own dolls and dollhouse and me figuring out plot and stuff. So soon, TM, I want to work on that. But you need to work on the world that they're in. Is it modern day? Is it like another world sort of thing? I haven't thought about it. I have thought of lore that is relevant to both of the dragon girls, but I haven't thought of where to put them. Hey, nice thumbnail, Chief. Thank you. Thank you. What up, Jisoo? Hope you haven't seen the full version. But I'm assuming everyone has, whether they wanted to or not. The uncensored version is peak. Well, that just means you're a sick fuck. But you know what? I already knew. Cause first time I drew horsecock, it was your fault, so. You prefer the bar vertical to horizontal, but either way, it's fire. Yeah. Dude, I want to draw more like, well, how do I say this? I want to draw more of horse pee-pee? No, not horse pee-pee. Like more mouth stuff. Horse pee-pee's fine too, as well. But mouth stuff, I think would be pretty dope. I like drawing it. Fellatio, if you will. I think that'll be next. Well, like I said, this is a wholesome piece of Kita-san block. That's what we're doing right now. But I'm drawing it for a different reason. Because my first doodle of Kita-san, that one wasn't bad. That one was just she was just, you know, she was all up on a carrot. Not like an orange carrot, like a gem carrot from the game. After I drew that one, I was like, yeah, I gotta draw more. Keep this out after that. Where is that one? Well, I think I have it in this file right here. Wait. This is an NSFW, right? No, it's not. Okay. This one. After I drew this one, I was like, yo, Kita-san's fun as hell to draw. I think her hair has a lot of... It's more complex than other hair, right? Hoariness aside, whatever's happening on screen, I really do like the layering in her hair because she has hair vents, which we've talked about before. But then she also like doesn't have your traditional just big middle part or like big bang in the front. Her side bangs are like connected to each other. Like they're not independent. If you see like her official artwork, they're like, yeah, I'm so bad at explaining. Let me just show you. Look, this is her support card, PTSD, for those who have spent all your shit on the support card. But like, look, it's so fascinating to me because, you know, I just don't notice this until I actually draw her. You have her middle bangs, like her little bangs, but then like I've seen most art I see of her, like it depicts her having hair vents, but I think you can draw her with or without hair vents, right? But her huge, like these huge other bangs are like straight up connected, if that makes sense. Because usually it's like, hairs, a lot of hair be like this. You know what I mean? But her hair's like that. I didn't exactly draw it like that still, but yeah, I thought that was cool. I used to not like shorter hair back in the day. What an uncultured fool. Dude, you are a fool. Short hair is fire. Tomboy or not, short hair is so fire. But yeah, Kizasan's hair, you have the hair vents, you have the bangs, and then you have the giant like white or gray. I don't know what you would call that. What is that called? It's not an ahoge. She has an ahoge. Oh, by the way, I did realize I forgot to draw her ahoge here, but yeah, it's my first time drawing her. But you know, she has the bang, she has the ahoge, she has the front, the flaccid ahoge, and then she also has little twin tails. Excuse me. Were you talking about the hair vents? No. The gray part. The gray part on her hair. What is that called? Is there a word for that? You love a hangout? Yeah, me too, dude. Yo, we were just talking about how, before you joined, we were talking about doujinshi a little bit. And I want to practice more. And I did read the recommendation you had, and it was pretty fire. It was super solid. It was missing just a little bit of something, but I also looked into it. The artist, author, I don't know how you call a doujinshi artist. If you just call them mangaka as well, or like author, artist, if they do both, which most of the time they do, from what I've seen. Either way, that was her first work, and I was like, oh shit. In that case, that shit's fire. Wait, I should bring everyone up to speed, to context. What was it called? Insane first work. I agree. 50 plus pages first work. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I think the only thing it was missing, in my personal taste. Oh wait, hold up. I'll give y'all the code. If you know what to do with this, you know what to do with this. If not, this is the title of the work. But the only thing that I thought that I was waiting for to happen was an explanation of like where she actually came from. I know that's not needed, but for me, I thought the story was going to do that. Whether it was going to be a gag or something, I was waiting for it to happen. It never happened. Other than that, everything was fire. I think paneling was great. I think the pacing was great. I think her character design is fantastic. Enough. Yeah, it's not even that number anymore either, man. You sicko. You sicko, you. Wait, I just realized I don't want to draw her in her outfit though. It's like so we'll try anyways. Actually no, I'm gonna try to do just her face. And we'll go from there. Oh, I'm scared. I like couldn't even draw the body earlier. Now I'm attempting to do the face. I always do the face first because I need to see my characters come to life before I actually draw them. But maybe we'll just we won't go too into detail since I'm feeling a bit stiff and not loose enough right now. Came back to see what's up 013. Yeah, there's some sickos in chat. It wasn't me though, but you know. Yeah, mods, keep an eye on that guy. I don't have any mods. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, the art's sick. If we're talking about the one that I posted. It's super, super good for a first. for first work, bro, I started following them on Twitter. I always do this. I don't know if that's normal. If I really like an artist on Twitter, or sorry, from a doujin I read, I always look up their pieces or look up their Twitter afterwards. So I'm like, dude, yo, shit, fire. Also, I don't know if anyone else does this, but I haven't seen one in a hot minute, but there have been times where I'm like, dude, this kind of is like AI-esque, but it's not straight up AI. And I've like hunted down the goddamn like doujinshi artists, because you know how sometimes the translations will have like the original like thank you note or at the end note of the doujinshi artist, but then this one didn't. So I had to like look up the actual name and then find the source somewhere else, and then scroll through the entirety of the dudes or the person's like media tab. And then like 6 months ago, it was like they were messing around with AI stuff, and I was like, okay, I'm exiting that shit out. I can't fap to this shit. What the hell? But I went through hell just to figure out to see if they had AI, because like, you know, if you know what you're looking for, it's also you can feel when shit's off, and it's so much more difficult whenever they go back and like paint over it too, or like in this case, like, you know, not paint, but you know what I mean. Yeah, quick rant. What is this? Okay, wait, before I look at this, it needed that gin. I don't know what you're saying, bro. I don't know what you're saying. What is that, French? A quality that cannot be described or named easily. Yeah, like I could be nitpicky about it, but I'm not gonna be nitpicky about it because it was their first work and 50+ pages. Goated for that. They need your opinion on 472323. 472-323. Oh, yeah, this shit's fire. This one's good. This one's good for sure. I believe I had the physical copy of this last time I went to Japan. I saw it and I was like, oh, this one's good. I can see it's not everyone's cup of tea for reasons, but I like it. It has no place in your doujin. Yeah, I agree, bro. I haven't seen it in a hot minute. At least nothing that reeks of it. But I remember there's a period of time, like half a year ago, bro. Like I was seeing some pop up, and I just click on the title, and I just look at it, and I'm like, is that shit AI? Man of culture. Hey, what can I say? That would just be fire. Here, like one that I thought was AI that I didn't even bother looking at because I just looked at the title or the cover page, and I was like, yeah, that shit is probably AI. I know. I then like did more research on the artist, and I was like, oh wait, it's not AI. The artist even has like time lapses of him doing shit, and like even in the doujin itself, the sketches. Oh, I found it. I can't believe I'm just throwing numbers in chat, bro. What the hell? This one. Wait, isn't it part 1 to part 2? That one's part 1. This one, I saw the cover page. I hate that my guard is up when I'm looking at hentai, bro. I hate it. I hate that I have to second guess good ass art, but then I go back and like 5 years ago, this artist was putting out good shit. I was like, God damn it, now I feel like an asshole. It's just something that I feel like we shouldn't have to go through, but it does. It happens. What are you gonna do? It ruins everything in your personal time. Yeah. Wait, thinking of those last numbers AI generate? No, they're not. That was the artist I was just talking about, where like I second guessed them because I saw the cover. I did do my extensive research on them, on the artists themselves. As far as I can tell, it's not. Even in the pages themselves, in the works, they have their sketches. I've seen time lapses, which, by the way, I have saved some of those because goated whenever doujinshi artists of all people share their time lapses because they're going through like the paneling and everything. I'm like, wait, this shit is so insightful because you just don't see that from mangaka or doujinshi artists in general. But this guy had them, and I was like, dude, wait, he's actually the goat. As far as I can tell, I have no reason to second guess him. You seen some guys that look entirely AI generated? Apparently they aren't. Dude, that's what I'm saying. There's another artist. There's a lewd artist. I thought their shit was AI, but they've been drawing that style for so long, and they often send out their they often have their speed paints. Oh, what is her name? Dikko-san. Dikko. Dude, I thought their shit was AI straight up. And then I scroll all, they have so many speed paints, and I was just like, dude, I think I already said this before. It must fucking suck to have a specific art style and for it to look AI-esque, but you just been drawing that way forever. It's a tilter. It's a tilter. How do you spell it again? Dikkkosan. Dikko-san. No, this guy. When the AI trains on you, so everyone accuses you of AI. Dude, exactly. That's must be the fucking worst. It makes sense though, you know? It's like, okay, yeah, that's why specific AIs look like that. And it's like, they take artists like this, and it's like, wow, that's a tilter, bro. That's a mad tilter. Because I remember I would see this artist's work on my suggested. I was like, bro, why the fuck are they giving me AI shit? And then I finally looked him up, and I was like, oh my god, I'm the asshole. I gotta be mentally ready to start drawing Kita-san's hair, because this shit trips me up too. DA's copying Studio Ghibli style. Yeah, that one was cringe too. When that shit started happening, that was hella cringe. The relation between body and face in some cases, it looks like AI. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think the art overall is very good. It's just so, it just looks so AI, but it's not. It's not. It sucks. Because it is, because their style like hovers off of that like anime style, but like semi-realism. I think anything that's anime and semi-realism will always like raise flags for AI, just because that's what that shit looks like. Yeah, bodies are quite realistic and anime face women. Yeah. I would really like their art if they just toned down the realism just a little bit. But I think some of their some of their work is sometimes they don't render as hard. Because truly the only thing that like prevents your art from looking like super realistic is like you just kind of render less. Because you make that shit like overly smooth and too skin realistic, holy, it is a bit jarring sometimes. I agree. Dude, I just look at hair vents. I haven't added any other part of Kita-san. I just look at hair vents and I thought this was Judo for a second. But hey, we were all just talking about hentai. I do need to do that hentai stream, bro. I need y'all to send me hentai. I need to think about. Maybe I should brainstorm that right now while I'm drawing. Y'all need to send me hentai and we need to talk about it. Because that shit's unironically fun for me to talk about. Art wise, plot wise, sussiness wise, you know. I think you win the Picardo stream. Dude, okay, wait. Is that what I think it is? Is that the place you can actually draw NSFW art? Because I think I've seen some instances of like that pops up that artist I follow is like, I'm gonna be shooting on Picardo, and I put two and two together after I started seeing a lot of the NSFW artists that I follow start drawing that. It is. Wait, you might be goated because this is exactly what I was asking for earlier. But I haven't used this site at all. Like I know nothing about it. Yeah, we should do that. Thank you for bringing that up. I need to look into it. Yeah, we need to do that. Because I do have like 3 work in progresses now that I can't show y'all. Well, maybe I can show one during the end of the stream because it's not explicit. It's just extremely suggestive. The other ones are too sussy to show. Because I've been on the grind. I got a... Thank God it wasn't on that screen. I'm playing with fire today. Holy. I have this... I talked about it before. The best reference application to use on desktop is PeerRef. Because if you have, especially if you have multiple monitors, if not, it's even better. You can just drag and drop images. You don't have to download them, and then you can resize them, crop them, do whatever. And I have an entire page dedicated to the Sussy Works and I have artwork, whether it be doujinshi or just lewd refs that I found from like, you know, Dumbaroo or my own NSFW alt accounts, like, you know, people I follow. I have them all categorized by references of like positions, or like just not just positions. This one would be like, here's teasing, here's from behind, legs up, you know, stuff like that. I just have a giant, it's my easily biggest pure ref page for lewd shit. Think Ubu Discord fan server NSFW art stream. No. You see, if the Picardo thing is exactly what I think it is, which just allows me to draw NSFW shit, then that's the shit we're gonna use. Because that's what I've been working on. That's another, for the past, like, I'd say the past like week and a half, 2 weeks, I was like, damn, I kind of want to draw on YAP, but I'm drawing some sussy ass shit right now. I can't exactly do that. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I promise I'll figure it out. Update you on Twitter. I'm assuming it's just like any other platform, so hopefully that'll be pretty straightforward. Yeah, I need to look into Picardo. Is it just art stuff? Because can I look at hentai? Can we do that too? Because it's called Picardo, so I don't know. I don't know. And if you don't show it on stream, yeah, there. Because either way works, right? Either way, it's like, let's wait, I had to think about that. I really had to think about that. I had to flush it out, the idea. I don't think we're not doing like a read along, so maybe there's no point, but there is a point if I'm like talking about specific panels, like this panel's fire, y'all. Or it could just be like, you know, the classic corpo VTuber watch along where it's like, I'll just be like, here's a link, guys, page 2, fire. As categories, oh, I'll look into it. But yeah, if not, it's just, it would just be being like, guys, these 6-digit numbers, page 15, that panel, fire. That climax, crazy. Because I read a lot. I want to know what y'all's tastes are too. You can imagine what those music streams are. True. Like if you're streaming on Picardo for music and it's not like and you're not doing it anywhere else, why are you doing it there? Okay, I think it's getting there. It's getting there. But yeah, so much to her hair, bro. It's so fire, but like at the same time, drawing all of this every time, so much to think about. But I don't need this to be a portrait anyways. Not even sure if I'm going to go through with the whole thing, but we'll see. I just want a good starting spot. FYI, we are not finishing anything today. I didn't plan to originally, but after the way I feel now about my art currently, definitely not. Also, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I've been... So I use a tour box. All right, I don't know if y'all know what that is. Shout out to the homies who gifted me the tour box. I can't remember if it was for my birthday or Christmas, but it's something I use with... It's this thing. I don't know if y'all seen it. This thing. I've used it for a while. Oh, get that text out of the way. And it's just for shortcuts. And I probably got like 20, maybe almost 30 different shortcuts laid out to them, and I've been using it forever. But the button I use for Control Z has been acting up, which makes a lot of sense if you know anything about digital art. That button is used quite a lot. It's like I have to deliberately put my thumb a little, like only the top side of the button consistently works on the bottom side, so it's been tilting me. It's been throwing off whenever I draw. Just imagine clicking, but then the click doesn't actually go through, and it messes me up for sure. It messes up my workflow. That's not why I can't lock in today. That's just how it's been. But it's not bad. I just had to deliberately like move my hand up. You be real? It's 3 a.m. You need to eat? Yeah, dude, go eat. What the hell? Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by though. It's always fun just yapping. I appreciate you coming, man. Have a good rest of your night. 3 a.m. is insane. Good night, yogurt. Have a good eepies. See you next time. Speaking of that, what time is it? Almost 8? Damn, it's almost been 2 hours. Okay, now it's looking more like Keep This On. Dude, for Keep This On, because she has so many things in her hair, it takes a while for me to draw her and notice that it's her, if that makes sense. You know how anime characters are? It's like you can draw like basic ass anime character, and then as soon as you draw some people's hairs, you're like, oh my god, it's, you know, it's that meme. It's like, oh my god, it's blank. As soon as you add like one accessory, I feel like for Keep This On, you need everything, and then you're like, oh my god, it's Keep This On. Maybe that's why she has so much shit. Oh my god, it's Pikachu. Exactly. You need the short hair, you need the flaccid Ahoge, the regular Ahoge. You need the twin tails, and you need the horse ears, and then it's Keep This On. will say it will not be going too long. I know I think the last few times I've done like 3 hours, 4 hours, but I'm probably gonna have a later dinner. I usually eat like no later than 6, 7, but I was not hungry. My stomach was kind of hurting earlier, but I am getting a bit hungry now. But I do at least want to get the sketch down to her yeah, maybe we can start with the face now, but maybe I can start adding her not dress, clothes. Wow, you caught a thinking stream. Welcome, dude. What up? Okay, guys, I told y'all that I might tease the sussy piece at the end of the stream. I think I might not. The more I think about it, the more I'm embarrassed. I just want to post it whenever I'm done, and then don't have to read the repercussions of showing y'all live. What is her? Does she have a casual outfit, dude? Because I don't want to draw her in the Tracing Academy outfit. She has her festival outfit, her New Year outfit. Dude, they're all so complicated. Show sus or riot. I'm gonna be real. It's just an edit. I like take, how do I say this? It's an edit of the thumbnail, but I change into a different piece. But I need this piece for it to work. Maybe, depends how I'm feeling. Oh, maybe I could do that. I could show up for like a second and then end stream, so I don't have to be so embarrassed. Damn, I guess I just do have to draw her in a festival. I mean, her festival outfit is fire. There's just a lot, bro. You saw how long it took me to draw her hair? Dude, 90% of the way I was drawing her hair, I was like, this does not look like Kita-san. But that's just how anime characters are, I guess. I do need to figure out the Picardo stuff because that will dictate. Yeah, quick break. I just yapped for a little bit. That would dictate if I can stream next. If I can figure that out sooner than later, then I can just do the sussy studies on stream. You know, I had to look at TOS and stuff, but I know that's where the NSFW artists go whenever they work on NSFW stuff. I swear it is. So yeah, figure that out. I have some other topics I want to go over. I mean, obviously talking about doujinshi and potentially getting numbers from y'all. I mean, we already did that as a little segment earlier. We talked about what, 2 numbers, but sort of in like a tier list format. Because I'll be honest, you know, I've seen enough of the like, oh, my tag tier list. If I did a tag tier list, it's just me just brainstorming shit now. I want to do like an underrated tags tier list, because I can think of like 2 or 3 from the top of my head that is low key. They just, listen, it's gone to the point where I think my art is acceptable enough in my own eyes for me to start working on tags that I don't see enough of, if you get what I'm saying. Like, it's unfortunate that I'm the one working on it, because I can't, you know how it is for artists who draw their own sussy stuff. I can't really do anything about that. But maybe you get the word out there. There's some stuff I want to draw. That was you, the translation? Wait, what do you mean by that? Elaborate, because I know you translated some stuff. That's for show. But... oh, you mean like there's stuff that you wanted translated that you wanted to read yourself, but then you couldn't fully benefit from it because it's your own words that you're translating to? I could see that. Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. You can get high on your own supply if you know what you mean. It's hard, bro. That shit's hard. It's so hard. But yeah, what about non-sussy stuff? That's already the sussy stuff. I have some other stuff written down. I swear I do. Let me open my sticky notes. That's a fire idea. Dude, there's a work in progress I want to show y'all, but I don't want to show y'all. I think it's just, it's like, nah, I won't say. I might wait to the release of that character because it's a character from a gacha game, but it makes a lot of sense. Oh, I still need to redraw old art too. I was like, I looked through some of my old art before. I think next stream, okay, I promise, next stream is either going to be a Picardo stream, like a test Picardo stream. Probably will be that. I need to figure that shit out. Also, going to be I draw old art piece. So it'll be more like in line with the video-esque, but stream-wise, you know what I mean? Like, all right, guys, today we're gonna be drawing an old piece artwork of that I did 5 years ago. Because there are some pieces in mind that I want to redraw. There's at least one piece that I've drawn that I think is my most hated piece. I'm not sure if I ever went over that with y'all. I don't think I have. And I want to redo that conceptually. Like the idea of that specific piece I have in mind was conceptually good. Execution was the worst I've ever seen myself do, even though it was May 24th, 2021, 4.5 years ago. I need to redraw this just to do this character justice, but we'll get to it. So yeah, either Picardo stream or redraw old art stream. Probably after this, after I kind of, draw more of Kita-san's outfit, I will go eat, and then I will do research on Picardo, and we'll figure it out. Excuse me. Okay, okay. And now let's start on her clothes. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's not that bad. At least the top part. Because I think we might just be doing the top part anyways. But who knows? Maybe I'll just go all out and do the full piece. And then, crop what I need a crop for the sissy part. Oh yeah, because I forgot to bring this up earlier whenever we were talking about Uma Musume and everything. Something besides getting into the anime and actually playing the gacha game for Uma Musume, it unironically made me start running more and actually attempt to do get a better time on my mile. And that has been going very well. Unironically, the Horse Girl anime and game got me to do that, which is very insane for me to think about. And not only that, besides doing that, I've been playing a lot of Pump It Up, which also helps with the horse girl. Not sorry, which also helps with the running aspect. You gotta get the world record on Reba Kita, dude. I think I said this before, but like, just seeing the I always forget whenever I watch the anime that they're actual like horse girls running at horse speed. So when they're like, so and so broke the record for 2,000 meters in like 3 minutes, I'm like, oh my god. They're hella fast. We take any motivation we can get, to be honest. That's what I'm saying. Like, if Horse Girls was the reason why I started running again, so be it. It is. If Tokai Teo was the reason why I beat my mile time, fuck it, dude. Which, by the way, she was. After her performance in season 2, I was like, fuck. I gotta run. Oh my god, I hate whenever there's folds in fabric and I don't know how to draw them. Oh no. Nah, I'm actually trolling. I said I only needed like a basic ass pose for this piece, and I really did. But I also have this thing where like, basic poses are so boring. Like I rarely do straight on portraits nowadays because I just find them so boring to do. But man, sometimes I just need to do more of them. Poses be hard. Okay, wait, that's not that bad. That's acceptable for now. You gonna watch more season 2 tonight? Wish you luck. Dude, wait, how far are you in season 2? That shit gets crazy good. Jungle Pocket? I think you might be a fan of Jungle Pocket. She's cool though. You know who else from the movie is cool? Let me make sure I get her name right. I think it's Fuji Kiseki. Her Oshi? Yeah. She's fine. She's fine for sure. You only watch episode 1? No, keep watching, bro. I only watched like maybe 2 episodes at a time, 3 episodes at a time, and then I think by the time I reached like episode 6 or 7, I like binged it that night because that shit started ramping up, and I was like, oh my god. I think I finished like at 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m. or something that night. She's got a great personality. Fuji Kiseki, yeah. Whenever she not really spoilers for and beginning of a new era, but whenever she shows up in like her outfit, I guess I wasn't paying attention at the beginning, but whenever she didn't show off her outfit until she like knew the end of the movie. Whenever she showed it off, I was like, what the hell? Where's the rest of it? Yeah, but she's very cute. I'm telling you, something about the Umas with the short hair, bro. The horse girls with the short hair. It just feels so right with the ears. And I mean, I think one of my favorite characters, I'm not sure if anyone here has read or watched Cinderella Grey. If Yoga is here, you can back me up. I'm sure of it. Fujimasa March from Cinderella Grey. I also really like. I think she might be the reason why I continue to read the manga. I need to low-key try to catch up. Fujimasa March, I think, is extremely cute. Short hair, you beloved? Yeah, I agree. I agree. Ooh, I do not know how that's supposed to look, but we're sketching. We're sketching. I just need to get the sketch done. Yeah, that's leads incorrect, but I need to find an actual reference later. Dude, your FL, dude. No, don't say that. It's like whenever my shit crashed. The last time my shit crashed. Oh, I think I like ranted about it on Twitter. You don't know. My power went out like maybe a few weeks ago while I was finishing a comm. And I almost threw myself out the fucking window because I was like, that shit was looking good. Yeah. Luckily, I did remember to save. I just wasn't sure if I remembered to save, but it did happen that I only lost maybe 10 minutes of work. An hour's worth, dude. No, don't say that. You show me some shit. Show me some new shit. That does fucking suck, though. I do know the feel. Oh yeah, and I know Swag asked me like if I have autosave on from Clip Studio, and I'm not sure if maybe it's gotten better, but like back whenever I was working on of like the Surface Pro. Oh my god, bro. Happened multiple times. You know how like whenever you save an application and then like the sometimes for Clip Studio Paint, if the application is if your file is big enough, a window will pop up. Like if I save right now, I don't think it'll pop up. Oh, well, if it's existing like this one, yeah, nothing pops up. But if it's big enough, a window will pop up and it'll be like saving, and then there's like a bar that's loading. It would auto save, and because it would do that, I would be in the middle of like painting, and because I'm stroking my shit while the save window pops up, it like freezes and it goes to the white screen that's like, you know, Clip Studio Paint is not responding. And then I click again because, you know, I'm in the middle of drawing, and then it crashes and it doesn't even save. That happened like 2 or 3 times, and then I never turned on autosave for Clip Studio Paint ever again. Because my files get pretty big. That's why I don't have autosave. Like I said, maybe it's better, maybe it doesn't do that, but I don't trust it. And I just be trying to save now. I say that as I'm gonna switch screens to save. As I say that, I haven't saved the fucking Kita-san piece yet. Or nothing's even showing, but oh well. Kita-san heart. Well, if I can get to sound decent, hell yeah, dude. Next time for show. Stroking yo shit, hell yeah. Hey, I'll talk about how do you color gradients? How do you color gradients? What do you mean? Elaborate. I'll be happy to help you. Do you mean do you mean? Yeah, that could mean a lot of things. Go off. Gradient map. So you just mean me using the airbrush to my advantage? What do you mean? mixing different colors. Whatever it is, I can hopefully point you in the right direction. Dude, her outfit is a lot, and I am not in the mood right now. Holy. Oh, we're almost there. I've actually, this has gotten, my process now is like, I like to really just messily sketch stuff out, but you know, my brain is just working very slow today. But I'll messily sketch it out, and then I'll airbrush to block in the color. Yeah, I'll show you whenever I do it. And then I'll kind of just carve out the airbrush to get to what I want it to look like. Not sure if that made any sense, but yeah, no swag. Let me know. Let me know. Maybe trying to put it into words as well. How does this look? Okay, wait. Pretty solid. Not bad, not bad. I can tell it's her outfit. Oh, works okay. No problem, no problem. I'm just chilling here anyways. Finishing up the sketch. But hey, thank God for 3D models. Because other words, I would have just given up today. Because some days, just not feeling it, man. Like the other day, I tried so hard. I was like, I really want to draw. That shit was not working. And I tried tried majority of the day to like, you know, because sometimes your warm up is like 10 minutes and then you're flying through. Other times it's 30 minutes. Sometimes it's an hour. Sometimes it's like 2 hours until you draw something that's half decent. You're like, okay, I'm in. I'm locked in now. That day, no matter how much time I put into everything, it just was not working. And that's okay. Because some days you just got to be like, I'll just take the L, dude. I'll saving it for another day. But that day I was kind of stubborn. And it took me all day to realize, yeah, I can't do this right now. For whatever reason. Now, today, I feel better. That script makes no sense. I feel better. But still not the best. I mean, honestly, I am only going to be using like this portion for what I need, but I'll just fuck it. I'll just try to sketch everything else out. Not bad. Oh, I probably need a proper ref for this. Her leg is a bit, her left leg is a bit up, so that would change how the skirt looks, but I can't really picture what that would look like. I don't think. I think I have a good ref for it. Oh, I can't picture it. I can't picture it. Skirt looks pleated as well. Yeah, I think I have a good ref laying somewhere. Yeah, that sells the idea for now. That's a future me problem. Oh my god, I forgot her giant ass bow, dude. Oh my god, dude, this is the first time I've drawn like her entire outfit. It's so complicated. Giant bow behind her. Okay, I might need to start color blocking just so my eyes know what's actually happening. Okay, this will be... This should just be all red for now, I think. Yes, I've been doing this just to color block because especially if it's just a sketch, the fine like the hard lines aren't figured out yet, right? So whenever I do figure out the hard lines, I kind of just go in with a hard brush and do this. I've been liking it because I don't know what to say. It's such a waste of time for me, I feel, whenever it's in sketch form like this. I don't know where all the hard lines are. Like, nothing is definitive at this point in time. So just going in and roughly coloring is the best. It makes it to where like I don't grow attached to the sketch too much when it's like this, which really helps me. Because sometimes I'd be blocking in the colors and in my head it feels like it's a bit too close when it's not to the final product. So this just helps me. Okay, big bow. Big bow time. Oh, the gold too. Okay, the gold really made it feel like the sun now. Very nice. Very nice. I never realized little, her like arm warmers, they're like really bright yellow. That's crazy. Not enjoying anything the arms yet. Okay, not bad. Good starting point. And because it looks so nasty and messy in like airbrush form, that's how you know that I'm like, okay, I will go back and like, you know, figure out the colors later. Kind of forces me to do so, I think. Nice, 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 nice. Skin here, skin here. Okay. Now for a fat ass bow. It's like, I don't know the name. It looks like a rope. Like this. It overlaps over one another. I will do that later though, not now. Yeah, looks about right. Okay, this is looking more promising than I thought it was in the beginning. This is a solid looking sketch so far. Obviously, the messy part I haven't touched yet is the hands, but I want like a better ref of the little heart hands. Might just take it myself if I can't find anything. Time is at 8:30. 8:30. I kind of do want to still work on it, but I also kind of want a snack. I'm not like hungry, but I should eat something before I go to bed. I don't go to bed anytime soon, maybe in the next few hours, but you know. Where's stopping point though? Maybe I do more details on the eyes. I kind of really don't want to do any more of her outfit. Well, I'll do this last part of her outfit. The bow in the front. And there's a knot. Dude. I'm keeping this. So the final of this, I swear, will also like not be super clean line art because I've been trying to stray away from that in general, but definitely not for her, bro. There's way too much happening. Gonna try to keep it sketchy looking even for final. Hey, but I think we got all the big stuff down, which is good. Wait, I don't think I draw legs. Low? Oh, I did. I did. Also, is this tail coming out of her dress or is it under her dress? I need to find more refs of that because I actually don't know. Oh, let me see real quick. Keep it on block. I need her turned around for artistic purposes. No, her tail is out. Okay. Bet. Dude, this airbrushing is actually working against me because there's so many details. Oh my god. On the rope, white and red. I'll get the idea, yeah. Actually, because it's so freaking convoluted, maybe let me try to just do regular color blocking. Oh, I did. Because the airbrush may not work here, just because the silhouette and her details may be too much. Oh, that looks better. Lock in and then airbrush a little. Around the hair where it's really not defined. Okay, the silhouette that I really like. There's a lot going on in the silhouette. I think it's... Oh, I think her tail being that way might be too much though. There's too much happening in that area. Like this area. I think I'm gonna move the tail for now and then figure it out later. Tail list for now. Hopefully I remember to add it in. I'll leave a note to myself. Sad-tailed. Okay. I get a bit EP. I need a snack before it's too late for me. Yeah, damn. I think her expression's fine. Maybe a bit too happy. Better face. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up very soon. Hey, yo, you still in the grind, bro? What up, Kirk? Yeah, I'm actually just about to wrap up. It was looking rough earlier, bro. It was looking rough, but we pulled through and got like a half decent sketch out of it. Ooh. Not bad. Rev Dares are inevitable. You get them next time. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Maybe it's because I had Sussy Brain on and I was like, I'm not doing Sussy art. I'm doing normal ass art. It'd be like that. It'd be like that. Okay, the more I look at the face, the more I'm like, okay, yeah, that's a bit fucked up. Yeah, that is probably as best as I could do right now. It's been a while too, but you know, it happens. It happens. Oh, it's been under 3 hours. I was like, yikes, 3 hours on this. But actually, it's more realistically, I think I've only been drawing for a little over an hour. I could be wrong. I could be mad wrong, but I'm pretty sure I only like, I think I yapped for a good damn near hour at first. But yeah, that, like I said, will be used for something much more diabolical. We drew wholesome Kita-san, but you know, after I finalize it, fortunately or unfortunately, this would be used for something much more sauce. Okay, it looks better when I hide her face. That being said, I need to, I'm not, like I said, I'm not fully hungry. I did have a big ass lunch today because my stomach was acting up. Did not eat anything at dinner time, so we'll probably go snack. Wait, why is that still there? The text box. Anyways, next time, like I said, you all weren't here. I need to figure out the Picardo thing. See what I can and cannot do there. Because if I can draw some sussy works, I want to, because that's all I've been doing lately. So I want to show that off. Do more studies over there, because that's what I'm doing off stream. Is sussy works. Sussy works. Possibly on Picardo next time. If not, redraw old art next time. But I'll let y'all know. Adios, nay. Dude. Yeah. Thank y'all for dropping by. Good old yap and draw sesh. Classic draw and yap sesh. Like I said, didn't get too much done today, but hopefully next time you see me, which will either be tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. I promise the day after tomorrow at the latest. Picardo or back here. Either or. Hopefully I'll be better mood for drawing. All right. Appreciate it, guys. Oats ooh woo. Thank you for reminding me. Oats ooh woo. Take care. Have a good night. Or whatever it may be for you. Bye-bye. No sassy artwork. I'll show it next time.